Hello there everybody and welcome to Map the Drone Railways, and today in this video I'm going to be reviewing something a bit unusual for me, and this is part of Bachmann's Thomas Friends range, and it's their Henrietta coach. So in the TV series it's Toby, isn't it, the tram engine that pulls Henrietta. I haven't lost it, okay, letting it out there. I'm painting it up and it's going to be a project, but you'll see about that very soon. So yeah. This model is quite clearly being Thomas and Friends range, very clearly for children. So I need to see if it suits children as much. We're not going to be expecting lots of detail. We are expecting something really strong and robust and reliable. So yeah, I'm not expecting a wealth of detail on this. Some fairly basic but fairly pleasant to run, and something that looks nice. From what I've seen through the blister packaging, it looks alright. So how much is this? Well, it's about £26.95 from most places, and that's including your postage. I got mine from Kerno Model Rail Centre and paid that price, and it was everywhere on eBay for that price. And yeah, it sounds a bit expensive really for one of these coaches. Imagine if you're a child, getting something like £1–2 a week pocket money. You're going to be saving up a little while for one of these, which is, you know, I think something like £15 is more reasonable for a child. But anyway, I'm going to open this blister packaging and have a look at this coach. So here we have it, the Henrietta coach, and through the blister packaging it does look rather nice, doesn't it? Quite a nice, it's plain but simple. Anyway, I'm going to get some scissors at it. This is one thing I'm not too keen about the Thomas range from what I've seen, is that Bachmann just seem to put them all in this blister packaging, and it's not very nice, is it? Because you can easily injure yourself on this blister stuff. I'm going to try and make it, you know, so I can keep the packaging, but I very much doubt I'll be able to do that. So what I'll do is I'll come back once I've finished doing this slicing. There we go. That done it. I don't know why I said keeping the packaging, because I very much doubt I'll keep it. Which is a shame in a way, because it would be nice to have something to protect this coach if I ever was to transport it. But Bachmann has chose to do this, you know, this blister packaging that just, you know, you can't really save apart from if you're a bit careful with the scissors, which even I wasn't very careful with up here. But yeah, it's this throwaway packaging, isn't it? Let's pull this out. Well, to be honest, the kid probably won't want the box and they'll throw it away probably straight away anyway, but I still think it would have been nice to have had it. So yeah, you've got a nice background on this, and the reason I picked this up is because it's folded in half, and I was going to see if there was any paperwork at all, but there isn't. And here's the coach itself, just slide out, and yeah, it had a few bits on it that was visible in the packaging, something from the factory, but there we go. It's not very heavy, but you know, for what it was intended for, I'm sure it's fine. Nice, very free rolling wheels. No detail underneath on the underframe like we're used to with our proper modern high detailed locos and rolling stock, but you know, it's a kid's model. Having a quick look, you've got these couplings. It's the old style, isn't it, with the old spring. I have Bachmann models that are rather old and they still have NEM couplings, but yeah, this one's got the old, very old spring method, but you know, it's a nice look, isn't it? And overall it's got a nice general appearance, looks quite neat and tidy. So let's have a good look at this under closer inspection. So here we go, the Bachmann Thomas Friends Henrietta, and do you know what, overall it just looks really nice and neat. So let's look at the finishes. Well, it's a very nice gloss finish, isn't it? The underframe might look better in a satin, but as it's a kid's toy and that, let's be honest, we don't really need to bother too much about the finish. But yeah, you can see a very glossy roof, which wouldn't be prototypical in the real world, but you know, it looks all right, doesn't it? You got this nice, I don't know what this colour would be, like a orangey brown, isn't it? It's rather nice and it's very neatly done. You got glazed windows, which, you know, I think is really good for this. Though you've got no interior, you can just see the screws in the bottom that hold the wagon body on, which you can see down there. But yeah, it's alright. It's nothing, like I say, too impressive. Though I do like on the roof that they have moulded vents and picked them out separately in black, which looks rather nice. One of the nicest ends, you know, you've got the buffer beam, nice and red, no sprung buffers, don't need that, it's a kid's toy. A rather, let's be honest, unrealistic looking coupling hook there, above the this old style Bachmann coupling that I said about. Yeah, you can see it's got a spring on it. And I haven't seen this coupling for, you know, many years, apart from like my old Bachmann wagons that have it. The underframe detail is as simple as a box, let's be honest. Though you do have axle boxes and springs moulded, and like I said, you've got some metal wheels. Though, looking at it, you've got plastic axles, which, yeah, that's a shame, but it's a kid's model. Though at the same time, I keep saying it's a kid's model, it's also nearly £30. So, you know, it's hard to justify the price in a way, apart from it being a Thomas the Tank Engine item. Looking at these handrails on the side, they're really nice, aren't they? They just look rather neat, very nicely moulded and painted black. And you've got these steps, which they just look absolutely massive, don't they? They look way too big for a proper model, but like I say, this isn't a model. This is something for a child to play with and have running with either a Toby or a Thomas or something like that. But overall, this coach does look really, really nice, and yeah, it's just something nice about it. It's nice to look at it, and I can't wait to see it going around the layout. So let's have a look at it on the Roger Bay, see how freewheeling it is, and then couple it up to a small train and have a bit of a running session and give you my conclusion. So there we go, Henrietta is now on the layout, and yeah, it looks really, really nice. Like I say, this is a really basic model, really, but no matter what, I look at it and I smile, and it's really nice. And I think if a child had one of these, they'd smile even more than I do. It just has a nice, pleasant look to it. I know it's not extremely realistic, but like I say, just nice. I really like the idea of these models, really. Somewhat basic and less expensive to manufacture. And I feel like something like this would be really good for the budget model railway people. You know, people who don't have the money to, you know, buy a lot of stuff at the modern high prices. Sadly, though, Bachmann put it at an expensive price, really, especially for a child. This is a lot of money, really. £30 just for a coach. And, yeah, it doesn't justify the price, really. But I think if they knocked it down even to a £10 to £15, I think that, you know, this would appeal to so many more people than just the Thomas and Friends fans. I said about not being able to keep the packaging, and I've decided to keep what it actually cradled in and was sat in, and I might just make a cardboard sleeve to go over that. So if you ever feel like you get something from Thomas and Friends range and you feel like you need something to put it in to protect it, then you know, like I say, just keep that, and it's quite easy to make a sleeve to go around it, just a bit of cardboard, you put a fancy logo on there. I've done it for a friend before. So enough about the model's appearance, but more onto how it runs. So I'm going to test the free rollingness, and when you got in motion it feels rather nice, but it stops really quickly, and I think there is some friction somewhere. I'm just going to have a look. It feels fine under thumb, but it seems to have some sort of slowing down thing. I wonder if it's something to do with the gauging. I would have said potentially about it being HO gauge or something, but on the packaging it says it is clearly for 00 gauge track. So, you know, but yeah, it isn't very free running, though let's be honest, Toby in the TV series just ran with Henrietta. I keep forgetting the name and going to say Clarabelle. That's Thomas's, isn't it? But he ran with that maybe a couple of wagons, so if a child ran it how it was on the TV series, it wouldn't be a strain on the model, I'm sure. And I feel like the train I've got set up for it will be fine. There we go, Henrietta's in a little train, a tow brake van and my P-Class. Now, as I said at the start of this video, this model is featuring in a project that you'll see very, very soon. So if you can tell by the consist it is in, you might be able to guess what it's from, what I'm actually doing with it. I've seen a few people actually do what I'm going to do to this coach, but I thought I'd review it for you guys as it is before I go and destroy it. Of course, what I'm basing it off, the P-Class wasn't in, but a certain model I have is on its way, so it's not here ready to run in this review, but fair enough, you know. So I'm going to get my hand in the way, get me Gauge Master Combi controller. If you're a beginner, you might have one of these Hornby controllers or a Bachmann one. They're alright. The Bachmann ones, from what I've heard, are alright. The Hornby ones aren't very good. But I can thoroughly recommend getting one of these Gauge Master Combi controllers. They're rather nice. But we're not here for the combi, are we? We're here for seeing Henrietta running on the railway. So I'm just going to put the power on and set it off. I didn't think I had the combi fully engaged then. I'm just going to run it round, run some clips, and tell you my opinion. And you'll probably guess what it is already. But yeah, enjoy. So, I'm not getting to my conclusion just yet, but I've noticed something ever since I started running her. Just listen. When she hits a corner, she makes a horrible noise. Can you hear that? It's like, there you go. Not very nice. It sounds like it's not engaged, doesn't it? It doesn't sound very healthy. I don't have any rolling stock that does this. I'm going to have a quick peek and see if it's just a small problem or if it's just how it is. So, it's much better now. I've done something little. This is for mums and dads out there, or people who are just getting it. You need a bit of oil if you have the same sort of thing. And put a tiny drop of oil on each axle pin. It's very simple to do. Sewing machine oil and that does the trick. If I just stop the loco here, I shall point it out to you. I just uncouple the train, do excuse me. So here's your wheels, right? And on this bit here you've got something called an axle box, and that's detail. I know it's blurred. You see this wheel here. Now on this side you will see a spike, right? And that's how it locates and holds itself in place, right? And basically you just need something like a sewing pin, you know, that big, or a paper clip. Put a drop of oil on it. Like I say, sewing machine oil does the trick rather well. Sometimes 3-in-1's decent. Any oil really, apart from, you know, your cooking oils, you know, just lubricating oil. Put a drop on it with the sewing needle and that should be enough. Like I say, it isn't perfect, it's not totally quiet from it, but it's a lot quieter than it was. So yeah. Well, I might as well go with my conclusion now. So yeah, it seems like a rather nice model. Looking at the target for kids, it is very robust. I think it will be very long lasting. Those handrails around each ends, those are all one moulded plastic piece, and there's beams across the roof that it's glued to. So it should hold it really, really well and rather solid. So yeah, it should be a rather solid and reliable model. I think it is rather robust, and I think it would last a very long time under child's handling. I think it would be able to take some beatings. So yeah, it's rather nice in that regard. Right, the running, the performance. Well, like I say, it wasn't very free rolling, was it? And it did make that horrible screechy noise, didn't it, as I showed you. But after a little bit of oil, it's fine. I feel like it shouldn't have to be able to do that, you know, when it's brand new. But hey ho, it's sorted it, you know, it's a lot better than it was. And yeah, overall it just looks nice. The detail is, you know, it's not built for detail, is it? It's built to be robust. So the detail on it that is there is actually rather nice and fine. Though, like I say, there isn't much of it. The finish is nicer, very glossy, isn't it? But yeah, overall, I am rather happy with this. Is it worth the money? £26.95, about that? Not really, let's be honest. You'd rather buy a fancy coach in the model world, you know, with this. But seeing as this is not a professional model, this is aimed for kids. So if you want to get your kids something, it's better really that you get one of them coaches than a super detailed one with all these little parts that they could, you know, consume or something, you know. So it's really nice in that way, but like I say, the pricing isn't right, especially for a child who gets a little bit of pocket money every week or something. They'd be saving way too long for one of these, and yeah, it's such a shame. It will have to be like a birthday or Christmas present, let's be honest. But yeah, it's a shame in that regard, you know, the price. If I valued it, 10 to 15 quid, if I'm honest. 10 to 15 pounds is probably what you'd want one for, that you could look at it and go, yeah, that's worth it. And plus it means a child wouldn't have to be spending absolutely ages saving up their money. You know, they can buy it and treat themselves and have a bit of rolling stock to run with their Toby, Thomas, James, Edward and all like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave it a like, comment down below. Do you think I was too unfair or too fair on this model? I do like it, but like I say, the price just doesn't justify it. Share this video with your friends who might like to buy this or might like to get something for a conversion. It's a good project model, let's be honest, not a lot of detail to accidentally muck up. And please do consider subscribing to the channel, it means a lot. And if you subscribe, you'll get to see the project that I'm going to be doing on this coach, as well as other things like reviews, running sessions, etc. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Cheerio for now, I'm just going to let the train pass you one more time. Here it comes. Goodbye.